Welcome to the channel. Today we get halfway through the season and the question is, can we continue our good form? Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode 42 of Going Dutch as we try and turn around a side that's been relegated from the Eredivisie. In this case, Waalwijk, as we try and return them to the top flight and leave them as an established side. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games in the Eredivisie as we get to the halfway stage of the season. It's matchday 16 and 17, only 18 teams in the Eredivisie, of course, and they battle it out for the title off of 34 games. But of course we do have a multitude of other games to play as well. And currently we're playing in Europe, which is also good news. No European games today, though. We will take a little bit of a break. We'll have a look in a moment just to see where we are. We haven't played any games since you were last with us. And, I don't think there's a great deal to tell you. I think we'll probably get into the episode as soon and as quickly as we can. So let's have a quick look, see what's been going on. Of course, we're on this little bit of a run. Unbeaten now in 8 games. I think it is 2, 4, 6, 8 games since we lost to Sparta Rotterdam back at the start of October-ish. And then, of course, we've had a few draws in there, but we've also been going quite well as well. Last time out, Vitesse a 3-2 win, Eltim and Stanovic the scorers, and then against Fiorentina, I think we threw away a 2-0 lead, didn't we? I've slept since then. No, sorry, they took a 2-goal lead. Looked like we were going to lose that one, but Thierry Letonda had a stonking game and got us back in it in the space of 6 minutes in the middle of the second half. Which leads us to today's games. And, of course, we are heading down to an international break. We will have an international break after the next couple of episodes. But today it's PEC Zwolle, currently 8th in the Eredivisie. And then a game against FC Emmen, who are currently 16th in the Eredivisie. That's who we face. Let's have a quick look at the table. Feyenoord are out on top, joint with Ajax, both on 36, just separated by goal difference. PSV are in third on 32. We are fourth on 28, 1 point clear of FC Utrecht, who are breathing down our necks. Oh, having said that, they have played a game more than us. Heerenveen are behind them in 6th place, and then down near the bottom, our second opponent of the day, FC Emmen. They are in 16th in that playoff position for relegation, and Excelsior and FC Groningen in the drop zone as it currently stands. Our other opponents, as I said, are in 8th place, and their current form is not particularly splendid. They've drawn 2, lost 2, but only won 1 of their last 5 games. We've won 4 straight now and drawn the other one. And then our other opponents have lost 4 and drawn 1. But as we well know, Football Manager and football in general has a way of coming and kicking you in the teeth. So we won't rely on that form as being a total washout. PEC Zwolle, we've played them 5 times in this series so far, beaten them 3 times, lost to them once and drawn to them once. Notably, that loss and that draw were both at the Mandermakers. At their place, we seem to be able to beat them. At our place, we seem to struggle. And where is it being played today? The Mandermakers. So let's hope that we can put that one to bed by the end of today. Right, I think that's it. Just a quick check on the medical centre. Ole Rome is the only player out. He's still out for 2 to 5 weeks, of course, with those broken ribs. So we won't see him in the near future. Let's put it like that. So we'll get into and have a look at the team that will play against PEC Zwolle in this first game of the episode. But don't forget, If you do enjoy today's episode, leave me that thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the series, but also let me know what you'd like to see more of here on the channel. You can also follow me on X at JustOffsideFM. Thank you very much for everybody who has subscribed. It's much appreciated, and for all those people that leave comments, etc., etc., I will get round to replying to them as soon as I am able. So, with any more to do, let's have a look at the team that faces PEC Zwolle. And here is the team that faces Zwolle in this Eredivisie matchday 16. It's Vassen in goal, Congolou, Martins Indy and Rosier. Our defensive line, Van der Beige, are being rested because he has had a lot of games and is tired. Latonda and Shrivers are the wide players either side of Oaksenen in that deep line playmaker role. Stanovic and Cruz are wide attackers with Eltim, who did extremely well in the last game. In fact, I think he got player of the match. He is sat behind Ross Stewart, who leads the attack up front, and the bench looks like this. Setford, Van der Beige, Lemure, Leveld, Drambev, Varro, Bermasudi, O'Killy, Rain, Toure, Kars and Van Duren. So here we are back at the Mandermakers, 1-4 and drawn the other match in the last 5. They've lost 2, drawn 2, 1-2. They're playing a 4-3-3 today with a defensive midfielder. We are 4th on 28. They are 8th on 21 points. And they're playing in all white today. They have a free kick. It's piled in, but Vassen gets it from underneath the crossbar. Not a lot of venom on it. Vassen throws it out to Shrivers. Shrivers gets that ball forward to Marley Cruz. Marley Cruz, he's cut inside. He's lost the ball, but Shrivers was following up and picks the loose ball up. Congolou, Martins Indy. As he come over the line, 7 minutes on the clock. Try to thread that through to Cruz. Cruz wasn't on the same wavelength for some reason. And a long ball forward. Congolou heads it down, but it's a poor header, really. Martins Indy tidies up. Congolou. Latonda cuts inside. Stewart. Nice touch of the ball there. Shrivers. Shrivers comes forward. Shrivers gets this ball into the area. And it's Marley Cruz at the near post. 5th goal of the season. And on 8 minutes, we take a goal lead against PEC Zwolle. And it was a well-worked move in the end. Shrivers getting to that byline, cutting it across, and they're queuing up for it. 4 of them. No more highlights in that first half. And, well, we haven't had it all our own way. The only thing I can say is we've got the bulk of the possession, and we've got slightly better XG. We've had 5 shots, 2 of which on target. They've had 7 shots, of which they've also had 2 on target. Not seen any of their attacks so far. We don't really want to see any of their attacks, because if we see one of their attacks, it might mean it's a goal. So we prefer not to, if at all possible. Half time, we have a slender lead. It'd be nice to increase that lead early in the second half. Vanderberg with a corner, the first highlight of the second half, and it's not cleared. It's gone over the top, though. Vassen punching that ball away. 50 near enough on the hour mark. Marley Cruz cuts that back to Rosier. Rosier, Shrivers, Cruz. Cruz has Oaksenen inside him. Martins Indy. Martins Indy to Rosier. Rosier comes forward. Finds Shrivers out wide. Shrivers now going on a run. Shrivers, what's he going to do? He's going to cross this ball in. He's headed down by Stewart, but straight at the goalkeeper. Chance goes begging to make it 2-0. Shrivers again out wide. Crosses in from a bit deeper. And Stewart heading it directly at the goalkeeper. Latonda with a throw in. 61 on the clock. Oaksenen back to Latonda. Latonda goes wide. Chips it in. It's going to be defended well. Shrivers is out there. Chops it back in, though. This time, Stewart does not miss. Question whether he's offside, though. Nice ball in. And it is disallowed. He was offside. Hit first time by Shrivers as it come in. There's the ball. Stewart just offside. And with 65 minutes on the clock, making 3 changes at this junction time. Players not playing particularly well. And one player being tired. Latonda and Stanovic, the 2 players down that left side that not playing very well. We've replaced Latonda with Drambev. We've replaced Stanovic with Tijane Toure. And the other change that we made, Jacko Oaksonen, who is tiring. He's been replaced by Yasin Oakley. 73 minutes on the clock. They have a free kick. It's fired long. Eltim pumps that upfield, but nobody there. Chandelier picking that ball up. Long one forward. Congolo is underneath it. Drambev, who's just come on. And it's a cross-field ball. Cruz did get there. Back to Cruz. It's worked its way back. Cruz comes across field. He's got Drambev out this wide side. Drambev now. What's Drambev going to do? He's going to have a go on his own, but he's pumped it over the top. And with 75 minutes on the clock very nearly, we're making one more change at this point in time. Jurgen Eltilim, he's not fired today, and we replace him with Bamasudi. And with nearly 86 minutes on the clock, making our final change of the day. We have taken off Martin Zindi and replaced him with Dario van der Beek. And that goal from Marley Cruz on 8 minutes was enough to win the game. A pretty even Stevens game, all in all. We had 10 shots, 5 on target, 0.92, was 65% of the possession. They had 15 shots, 5 on target, 0.81, and 35% of the possession. Not much in it, but we managed to squeeze it through. Shrivers picking up a player of the match, 3 key passes, 2 clear-cut chances, and an assist for an 8.4 on the day. 3 more points on the board as we approach halfway point of the season. It's not looking too bad. So let's round up the scores from the day's games. Feyenoord remain on top on 39 points, having beaten PSV by 3-1 in their game. Ajax, they drew 0-0 with FC Emmen. Just goes to show you can be near the top and come adrift. So we have to be careful against FC Emmen in our next game. But Ajax now 2 points adrift of Feyenoord at the top. Then PSV a further 5 points adrift in third place on 32 points, having lost today to Feyenoord. But we close the gap on PSV. We are just a point behind them now on 31 points after that win against Vol. Heerenveen are 2 points behind us in 5th place. 4 points behind us in 6th is FC Utrecht. And down the bottom, it pretty much remains the same. FC Emmen a point adrift of NEC Nijmegen in 15th place in the playoff place. And then Excelsior and Groningen. Groningen still without a win so far this season. They are down the bottom on 3 points, 10 points adrift of FC Emmen, 11 points adrift of Nijmegen, and Excelsior are in 17th on 11 points, having lost 3-0 to FC Volendam today. So that's how it goes. Groningen, I couldn't find the score. Groningen, they lost 1-0 to FC Utrecht. So that's how the first round of games in today's episode has gone. We have 3 days down to the game against FC Emmen. We will be back for that game and bring you up to date with any news between now and then. So no more news really between games. We come and have a look at the previous history against the two sides, and we've played them 5 times. 1-2, drawn 2, lost 1. The game that we lost was in the Dutch Cup first round back in 2023. A 2-1 loss on that occasion. Since then, we've beaten them at the Mandermakers on both occasions, 3-0 wins on both those. Varro and Schepperman, the scorers, and beaten Lutonda and Van Duren. The last time we played them last season, that was. The twice that we've played them at the Oude Meerdijk, on both occasions, they've been 0-0 draws. Can we change that today? Let's go and have a look at the side that may well beat them for the first time or even lose to them for the first time at their place. And here is the side that will face FC Emmen in this matchday 17, the halfway point of the season. And we'll look to see where we are at halfway point. Vassen continues in goal. Van der Beek, Rekic and Rosier, our defensive line. Drambev and whoever are back as the wing-backs with Varro between them. So complete change there. Lutonda is playing on the left side. Stanovic really not firing. He's had a couple of games, but yeah, it's a bit hit and miss. Marley Cruz continues on the right, but Masoudi is restored as the attacking midfielder. Stewart continues to lead the attack up front as the target forward. And on the bench, it's Setford, Congolo, Lemure, Shrivers, Stanovic, Oaksonen, Eltelim, O'Killy, Arain, Toure, Cares, and Van Duren. And here we are at the Old Meerdijk. And they've won one game, drawn 2, and lost 2 of their last 5. We've still got that draw on there, but we've won 5 straight in the league. They are in 16th place on 13 points. We are 4th on 31. Emmen playing a 4-2-3-1 today. As we look to try and Thornton. Rekic getting to that ball. Boumassoudi. 2 minutes on the clock. Rekic with the ball, looking for a way through. He's being marshalled out wide. Varro cuts back a little bit. He's got Van der Beek inside him. Rekic. Rosier. Varro over the top to Marley Cruz. Marley Cruz! He's got his 6th goal of the season. And Marley Cruz is looking to be a great loan signing. Maybe we need to look to bring him in permanently. I don't know. But he's certainly coming to form. Chested that down. Got it onto his right foot. Put it in the corner of the net. 1-0. Whoever out wide. We've moved up into 3rd place. Boumassoudi, Varro, Rekic. Rekic cuts inside. He's got Vassen behind him. Rosier. Boumassoudi out wide to whoever. He's got attention from one of the defenders. Varro. Back to Rekic. Rosier. No way out that way. Rekic. Might switch the play in a minute. Possibly. Rosier. Here we go. Van der Beek. It's got to Lutonda in front of Drambev. Drambev will be there. Support crossed into the area. Nobody there. Oh, my goodness me. Well, what happened there? I think it sort of defence made a bit of a mess up and Stewart had a shot. Defender Teason. Oh, he fired it to try and get rid of it and hit Stewart on the head, but the header went wide. Drambev with the throw-in. 20 minutes on the clock. Van der Beek. Rekic. Oh, and a mix-up between Rekic and Varro. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but messed it up. And trying to get the ball back. Force them back, and whoever steps in, whoever... Stewart to Marley Cruz. Marley Cruz brought a save out of Hoekstra in the FC Emmen goal. Otherwise, that would have been 2-0. Marley Cruz in again. Varro with a corner. Near post. swung in, but it's gone over the top. We have a corner, short corner. Varro to Marley Cruz, who's tackled. Varro into the area, but Marley Cruz had run past it at that point. Into midfield. Ort is there, and they come marauding forward. We've tried to thwart them for now. Push them back into their own half. And Van der Beek having none of it. Stewart, Latonda, Burmasudi out to Drambev. Drambev, what a change. Quick counter-attack. Drambev cross this ball in. Goalkeeper makes a save, spills it, and Ross Stewart, he mops it up. 8th goal of the season for Ross Stewart. And on 28 minutes, we take a 2-goal lead. It was a mess up at the back there. Goalkeeper spilled the ball. Drambev run into the line, crosses it in. Defender plays it. In fact, it was the defender's fault, took it off of the goalkeeper's hand, and it's Tijan again that's caused the problem. Or is it Tyson? I think it's Tyson, actually. Pronouncing it all wrong. I do apologise. 32 minutes on the clock, and Emmen on the attack. It's headed clear. Shooten goes out wide. And but Latonda cuts that out. Burmasudi. And a counter-attack again, but Cruz, I'm not quite sure what he left that alone for. And FC Emmen have the ball back. Oh, he swung his man, beat him, but 2 marking him, and it's gone in. Dirker, or Dirkner, in off the post. Vassen, he was going for it, couldn't quite get there. The power on the shot, in off the post. And so half-time's arrived, and they've had one shot, and it was a goal. 0.05 on the XG, 34% of the possession, so we've got the bulk of the possession again. We've had 7 shots, 3 of which have been on target, 1.21 and 66% of the possession. We need some more goals in the second half if possible. Let's highlight the second half, 47 minutes on the clock. And it's Emmen with the highlight. Into the area, but Vassen was there. It was a shot from Ort. Low shot, tried to tickle it, but Vassen was equal to it. And early warnings in the second half. We need to be on spot because, 2 defenders keeping him at, not giving him any room. Rosier and Van der Beek. 57 on the clock. Varro and Cruz out there again. It's been given away this time, but the ball pumped upfield. Drambev is there. Recycled it. Varro, Van der Beek. Burmasudi! A top corner from Burmasudi gives us a 2-goal cushion again. And on 58 minutes, it's 3-1. Burmasudi from outside the area. It was Drambev. It was tidied up. Varro was there. Played it inside to Van der Beek, who had Burmasudi in front of him. And Burmasudi curled it into that top corner. And with 58 minutes on the clock, having just scored that 3rd goal, we're going to make one change. Latonda is coming off and Stanovic comes on. This is his opportunity to make a name for himself. And with 72 minutes on the clock, we have an injury to Burmasudi, a potential thigh injury. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. He's had to come off, though, and he's had a good game, having come back into the side and a point to prove. He has done well today and scored a goal, which is very good news. Jurgen Eltim comes on to replace him. The other changes that we have made, we have taken off Patrick Varro, who was tiring, and replaced him. He's had a good day today. Replaced him with Yasin Oakley, And the other change is Marley Cruz, who's also played well out there today, has been replaced, but getting tired. It's replaced by Martin Kears. 18 minutes on the clock. Dranbev with a throw-in to O'Killy. Dranbev to Jurgen Eltim. Eltim creating space, and goalkeeper makes a save. It was going in. And Eltim will take the corner. Is he going to go near post? Oh, Van der Beek couldn't get a direction on it. With 84 on the clock, time to make another change, our final change. Your Shrivers is on for Kai, who hasn't had such a good day today, but he's been instrumental in some of the play. We've got a number of players who are tiring, but can't change all of them. We've only got one change, and that was it. Let's see if we can see the game out. 86 on the clock. Rekic with the ball. Rosier to Rekic. Rekic comes forward, and that's a poor ball from Rekic, and puts us under pressure, and don't need to be put under pressure, and they've scored a second, and that man Ut again makes it 3-2, and exactly what I didn't want to happen has happened. Just let him run at us. Nobody tried to cut him off. Stanovic with a corner, swung in, it's headed away. Van der Beek, and he's done an overhead kick, and it's all over. We managed to shut the doors, slam them shut, and we had the bulk of the possession, 62% of it, 15 shots, 6 on target. 1.97. They had 3 shots, 2 on target. The score from both of them, 0.67 and 38% of the possession. Patrick Varro picking up a player of the match, 3 key passes and an assist in today's performance, and quite a few greens down that side, which is reassuring. Vassen not having such a good day in goal today. A little bit disappointing from him. Well, before we do the results roundup, we're about to find out how injured Burmasoudi is. 4 to 5 weeks of injury. So Eltim looks like he's going to get a run of games in that advanced midfield position. On that basis, I think we're not going to see Burmasoudi again pretty much until after the international break. That's not international break, the mid-winter break. That's where that one's going. Right, next we'll have the results roundup. And here is the day's results. Feyenoord stay top on 42 points. They are 4 points clear now of Ajax, who are in second place. And Ajax, for the second game in a row, have drawn this time 2-2 to FC 20. The closing pack, including ourselves and PSV, closing on them fast. PSV just 3 points adrift of them now. We're just 4 points adrift of Ajax. I think Feyenoord running away with it for the second season in a row. But it's European places are what's at grabs here. And, of course, Champions League place if you can get up there. But, so Ajax faltering again. In this round of games. Final beating Sparta Rotterdam by 4-0. They are running away with it. Nobody seems to be able to touch them as it stands at the moment. PSV, we were up into third, but PSV getting a 2-0 win against FC Groningen, which you would have expected them to, bearing in mind where Groningen are. They stay in front of us just by 1 point. As it currently stands, we are in fourth after that win against FC Emmen, a 3-2 win, and then come Heerenveen, 2 points behind us in fifth. They had a 1-0 win over PEC Zwolle today, and then it's 6 points adrift. Now FC Utrecht. FC Utrecht, where are they? There was a 2-2 draw against Kerkrade today, so that's where they are. Emmen, of course, having lost to us today, remain in 16th place. Nijmegen just a 1 point in front of them on 14 points. Then Excelsior are 7th 17th, sorry, on 11 points. Groningen still on the bottom on 3 points. We're going to play NEC Nijmegen, currently 15th in the table, offline. A home game at the Mandermakers. We're going to come back for 2 away games then. We're going to play Dynamo Zagreb, who are 28th in the Conference League. A win would almost secure us a playoff place in the Europa Conference League, and if we can do that, I think that would be better than what we expected, really. And then we'll be facing FC20, who are currently 8th in the table at the De Groot Veste. So that in the next episode. Join me for that, and then we're going to have back-to-backs because we're heading down to the winter break, mid-season break, and we'll be playing the last Europa Conference League game, Puskás Akadémia and Excelsior in the game after that. So in the episode after that. So join me for that, if you will. And if you've enjoyed today's episode, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the series so far. And by hitting the notification button, of course, it will keep you up to date, let you know when all future episodes of Going Dutch and our other series, bottom to the top, come to that, are released. New episodes of Going Dutch released every Monday and Thursday, 4:15 p.m. And the best way of keeping up to date what's happening on this channel is to follow me on X at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 43. It's out on Monday. Don't forget the other series, Bottom to the Top, which is going rather well at the moment. That is out tomorrow, same time. And if you're not watching that series or whatever, then we'll see you on Monday for the next episode of Going Dutch. Till then, bye-bye.